I was just saying before you arrived, everything is great. I'm wearing my pajamas, I have a Negroni, the last Metroid is in captivity, the galaxy is at peace. Yeah, that's what it was. Oh, best of luck, Austin. I hope everything's okay and you're not too unwell after it. Because it seems to be pretty random. I suppose I could start playing the game, couldn't I? Hang on a second. The galaxy is at peace! I said that earlier, actually. It seems to be pretty random, like, what way like the COVID boosters like affect everybody. Hang on a second. How's the Onceler doing here? Or Dunsparce? I've just cockamamie egg in my party. Well, do you know what? We're just gonna have to deal with it. Oh yeah, I forgot we beat Geo the last time. But yeah, it seems that with like with the boosters, or with the vaccination in general, it's pretty like random. I remember the first shot that I got, I was just like really tired after it. Like I just felt kind of like tired, right? And then I think as well, like I got it like on a Thursday afternoon after work, because I was able to get it at work, right, in the office. And oh, for fuck's sake. But I think I'm like always tired on the Thursday after work, that kind of way, so I didn't really pay much attention to it. And then I should buy some fucking repels, shouldn't I? Hang on a second, do I even have one? I do! I can't be dealing with running into all these Pokemon I don't even want to catch. So yeah, the second time I got it was, well, that was easy, Jesus. What? There's more than one Farfetch'd? Since when did this happen? Back in my day, there was only one Farfetch'd. With the second one, it was kind of just like, I felt a little bit under the weather, but it was fine as well, you know? The third one, I ended up like, I had kind of like aches and pains all in my arms and the backs of my legs. It was really like not great, you know? Can I just like make it run away? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm trying to make it run like somewhere else so I can actually catch it from behind. Like this. I was doing this. Oh, that's not behind enough, apparently. So yeah, the third shot that I had was like definitely like the worst one, was because like I actually felt like what everyone says, I felt like, oh, that like I had like a bad flu or something like that. Well, not even that, like I had like a bit of a temperature, but really the problem was that I just felt like shit. I just felt really shitty. And I had like the worst part about it was that I just had like aches and pains up and down like the backs of my legs. There we go. And I just felt like crap. So yeah, I'm hoping that doesn't happen this time. Or the next time. Like, I suppose like at some point I'll be getting the fourth one. I think at the moment it's still only like over 65s that are getting the fourth one here, but it'll happen at some stage. I'm presuming as we go into the winter time and maybe people start getting it more regularly again, even though people have been getting it all the time here. There's been a phase of about like 2 months where I feel like everyone's had it, you know, almost everyone anyway, and everyone's been pretty okay with it, you know. I don't have anything that can learn cut. Can not sparse or none sparse or whatever we called him learn it? Anyway, what I was talking about was Hello Dolly, right? That was the musical that we did in secondary school, and as I say, you haven't experienced pain since you've heard like 40 like 16-year-old boys who can't singing that awful song Hello Dolly. It's like Hello Dolly, hello Dolly. Anyway, the only reason I thought of that was because of the ice tinkling, and there's a line in that song that's like, I see the lights twinkle, hear the ice tinkle. And then there's a part where what's the other line? It's like, here's my hat, fellas, I'm staying where I'm at, fellas. I don't know. There's like, again, what I was talking about was how like there are things that are just ingrained in your mind because you just were exposed to it so much or at the right age or something like that. And like I can still remember like that's the Hello Dolly or whatever. Just like there's that song that's like, we've got elegance, if you don't got elegance, you can never ever carry it off. It's just annoying. I wish that I could remember, like, I wish that I could choose what's the stuff that I don't want to remember anymore. And oh, here comes Dunsparce. I wish that I could remember, like, wish I could choose, like, that not to remember certain things, and instead to be able to remember other more useful things. Is that Headbutt Guy? How do I get to Headbutt Guy? Is this the way to Amarillo? This is such good music, by the way. Is this like a secret passage? No. Is this like a secret passage? Oh, it's hatching already. I like to be here individually for the birth of everyone. Oh, it's Togepi. Is it always Togepi in this game? Yeah. What are we calling this one? Egg Sparse. Oh my god, now I deleted it. Egg Sparse. I don't know, there's like, maybe that's Crystal I'm thinking of, where it can be like a random baby Pokemon. There's like one of them where it's just like a random baby Pokemon, I think, but fuck off, Professor Elm. You're like school in summertime. Oh yeah, this is the one Empola was talking about that knows extrasensory. Oh, he stopped ringing. He stopped calling me. He actually did fuck off. This guy's legit just headbutting a tree, isn't he? Yeah. Which Pokemon should learn it? Dunsparce can totally learn it, can't he? We'll get it for the stab. Like, to be honest, like, I'd totally go over Rage with this finally. Just because Rage is like... We no longer have a raging, engorged, turgid Dunsparce. Sorry, everybody. But I think it's worth it. It's always Togepi. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, is that it was always Togepi in... Oh, the one you get from the daycare. Oh, that's it. I knew there was one of them that was randomized. Oh, Jesus, here it is, Memoirs of a Geisha again. Barely remember you. Yeah, sure. This is almost like that. Was I telling you about like that? Where's Dunsparce going? Yes, he is such a smart Pokemon. He's amazing. Look at my Dunsparce. Jesus, okay. I got all confused there. I was like, where is it going? No, I don't want to headbutt this moderately sized tree. There was like a... I really want to play that I really want to play that Phantom Menace PlayStation 1 game sometime on stream just for fun. Because it's just so ridiculous. And there's this fucking annoying... There's this fucking annoying escort mission where you have to escort like Queen Amidala out of the attacked city of what is Thneedville? The attacked city of Thneedville. Is it called Threed? No, it's Theed, isn't it? I'm getting confused. Okay, the one in the Lorax is Thneedville, where satisfaction's guaranteedville. The one in Earthbound is Threed. But I'm pretty sure the city in the Naboo capital city is called Theed, like Theed. Can I get a fact check on that? The city of Theed? Like in Thneedville? Yeah, it's not so clean. So we buy it fresh, it comes out of this machine. Satisfaction's guaranteedville. Don't get me started on that Thneedville song again. Joe, I think this is the first week that Thneedville song has not been like stuck in my head, rolling around in my head all like 24/7. Because that week after I watched that week or 2 weeks after I watched that Lorax movie, that Thneedville song was just going around and around in my head like crazy. Like I couldn't stop thinking about it. I was like trying to sleep and all I could hear was the Thneedville song of all things. I'm thinking of it right now. Somebody stop me. I'm like thinking of it right now and I don't want to be. Yeah, Feed is on Naboo. So we have Thneedville, Threed, and Feed. Whatever the hell they think they're doing. Well, on Naboo, the air looks nice and clean, not like in Thneedville. So in Theedville, the air is nice and clean. They don't need to buy it fresh and get it out of a machine. Well, that's an awkward picture. That's like Hot Skitty on Wailord action. It's like, oh, Snubble looks so cute in this game. Thneedville doesn't have zombies. Thneedville just has like, well, I don't know. It has like all the trees are made in factories and run on 96 batteries. That's what it has. What is that line again? It's like, in Thneedville, na 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 na. Oh no, we manufacture our trees. Each one comes fresh from factories and runs on 96 batteries. Oh fuck, Spite. Waste of my time. Oh, a Mareep. Revel in the sight of the Mareep. It's so beautiful. Your sweat is so shiny and beautiful. You know shit's bad when the Dunsparce is faster than you. I can't believe I remembered that the city of in Naboo is called Theed. Anyway, you're trying to escort... Oh, there's the hot skitty on Waylord action again. You're trying to, like, escort Queen Amidala out of the embattled city of Theed. And you're obviously playing Obi-Wan Kenobi, and she just keeps saying bullshit like, this is no way to treat royalty, blah blah blah. It's annoying because it's like not the way that her character is in the film at all. Like in the game they make her out to be some like bitch, some like prissy bitch or something. And in the game, I mean, they make her out to be some prissy bitch. And then like whereas in the movie, she's just like a kind of a... In the movie, she's just a kind of a stubborn, like, gifted politician, you know? It's a character assassination on Natalie Portman's portrayal of Queen Amidala of Naboo. Bonus points if you can remember where the island of well, I can't even say it. Where the island of what's it called? The Isle of... No, I'm not going... Fuck you. I'm not going transferring to your school. Oh, so this is Lyra's grandmother? What's it called again? The Island of Maboombu? The Island of Mabubu? I think it's the Island of Naboom... No, it's not Nabubu. It's Maboombu. Is it? The Island of Mabubu? Or is it the Isle of Naboombu? Or Maboonbu? Mabubu? I don't know what it is. Oh my god. I forgot I named my character Hunspar, like Hunspar Runner. Hunspar Runner, the Dunsparce Runner, with one's parse, the Dunsparce. This is Hunspar. Aha! This is your boyfriend. Meat loaf, meatloaf, meatloaf. The all new Meatloaf Crunch. Meatloaf, meatloaf. The all new Meatloaf Crunch. Oh my god, would you just leave me alone? I just want to get back to my Dunsparce solo run. I almost forgot. Here, 'tis... No! I'm not ready for this jelly. Yeah, whatever. She thinks she's all that. Also, did you just say it was your birthday tomorrow, Austin? In passing? Anything interesting planned, or are you just going to take it easy? Is it a big number? Or is it like just a regular old birthday? That's not the kind of music I'd associate with the police. That's not whoop whoop, it's the sound of the police. If you don't stop all this noise from all that working, I'm calling the police. It's not bad enough you intimidate me, then you have to burn me into the bargain. I'm not going to do shit with my attack when I finally get it to hit. There we go. How effective was that? This is like that little bitch-ass dog that was in my garden randomly, who was barking at me. You know, I never saw that dog ever again. It just never came back ever again. It just came into my garden twice on that day, harassing me, that's all. I'll never forget it. It was just such a bizarre occurrence. It was such a bizarre occurrence that, like, that dog just, like, randomly showed up in there. Just, like, randomly showed up in my garden one day, being all, like, just, like, snuffling around the place, right? That's all it was doing, was snuffling around the place. And then as soon as it saw me, it started standing in my garden, barking at me. In my own domain. So then I told it to shoo. I'm not going fighting you, I need to heal my Dunsparce. Listen to this abomination. What have they done to Goldenrod City? I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Just why did they have to do that to the soundtrack? It was so good. It sounded so, like, majestic and awe-inspiring. And then all of a sudden they have to turn it into that BS. You're boosted? How do you feel? Fuck off. I am not answering the phone to that guy. Deposit. We can just deposit all of these motherfuckers. Get out of my way. There's only room for one Sparse here, and it's one Sparse. Austin, I was asking whether you're doing anything interesting for your birthday tomorrow. Other than having a sore arm. Ooh, I can go to the department store now, can't I? And I can buy loads of cool TMs to use on Dunsparce. Oh, I love this music. It's so good. I should just buy more super potions. What? This is expensive. How do I have so little money? Can I maybe sell something? Sell some shit that I'm never going to use. Like, technically, I'm never going to use these, right? She has a crocodile? Maybe everyone will play Happy Birthday for you or something. Randomly in the... Randomly, like, as a surprise or something. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? I'm never going to end up using... But you know what? I probably should use them. I should keep that X defend for... when I'm fighting Whitney. Four should be enough for now. You mean you didn't tell them? You weren't like, well, everybody, tomorrow's my birthday, so I'll be expecting something impressive. Could you imagine? Everyone would be like, okay, Austin, fuck you. Does anyone remember how, like, in Red and Blue, like in Pokemon Red and Blue, you got the Red and Blue, a beautiful new blue passport. Remember, like, in Pokemon Red and Blue, in the Celadon City department store, there you got the TM for counter, and it was from a guy behind a counter. So was that supposed to be a joke or something like that? Because that joke surely doesn't work in Japanese, right? Oh, Flash, fuck that. Protect. User draws power from the berry. What the hell is that? I don't even know what attack that could be. A restrained attack that... Okay, false swipe. A wondrous wall of light. So say you. Another wondrous wall of light. TM22. What do you mean you had no idea what counter meant? Oh, hi, Mayo, by the way. TM22, TM50. So that's Solar Beam. That's like Focus Blast or something. Ooh, Thunder, Fire Blast, Blizzard, and Hyper Beam. Can Dunsparce learn Hyper Beam? I would totally like totally teach it that. Oh, really? That's really interesting. Like, but what, I suppose it was a joke because he was behind a counter or like leaning on a counter. I'm going getting Thunder. Because like of these options here, right? Like I think Solar Beam takes 2 turns, so fuck it. Fire Blast, like fire has like is really bad type coverage wise as a like an offensive attack. I don't know whether I can learn this one, but I don't like it because it's like just again fighting is good though, isn't it? I don't know, there's something about Thunder that I'm kind of attracted to because like electric is really good. The only thing it doesn't work on is, well, it doesn't work on ground. And then you're just worried about, like, Dragon and Grass, which, like, who cares? Grass Pokemon. And look, forgive me for saying this. I love a good Grass Pokemon. But, like, Grass Pokemon are not... Oh, wrong button, Amanda. Grass Pokemon are not very threatening, right? So I thought Counter was like crap when teach how good Counter was. That's classic. I use Counter. It's like, okay, make sure it's a... Oh my god, are you for real? You see, I learned all of my skills from Earl's Pokemon Academy on Pokemon Stadium 2 or whatever. That's where I learned everything I know. The School of Earl's Pokemon Academy. What am I even doing? I'm teaching Dunsparce Thunder. This is gonna be so sweet. I can't wait to like go into the Whitney battle. Totally can learn it. Go into like the Whitney battle and just electrocute that bitch. What do I go over? I think I end up going over Roost because there's a certain point where like you just use healing items, so I'm gonna end up going over it eventually anyway, right? So. And at the moment, a super potion is better than using Roost in the first place, so yeah. That's totally like something you'd have to do in like Earl's Pokemon Academy on Pokemon Stadium 2. Like I really loved that about it, was that like it would give you like these kind of not challenge battles, but they were challenges, I guess, where there would be a way they intended you to. There would be like a way that they intended you to want to beat it or whatever. What the hell is this? Oh, the magnet train. What the hell is over here? There wasn't something over here before. Oh no, that's the radio tower. Radio. Back when red, blue, and yellow was all we had. Oh yeah, there was this trainer down here that I didn't get to fight. Well, I guess we'll be able to test drive our brand new Thunder ability. Imagine this little kid sees me send out a Dunsparce, and then I just like call down a big bolt from the heavens. Ooh, this is gonna be good. This Dunsparce just like summons a vicious thunderbolt from the heavens to fry this thing. Or not. This Dunsparce just summons a wicked thunderbolt from the heavens to fry this thing. That is so good. That is so that's satisfaction guaranteed, Vil. Satisfaction's guaranteed. But will you stop? Everybody wants my number. The girls come snapping at me. I got the magic in me. Ugh, like the drowsy. Give him the Thunderbolt, Raichu. Oh, the Largo embargo. That's where I learned the word embargo, you know. I learned the word embargo from Monkey Island 2 LeChuck's Revenge, because the chapter in that is called The Largo Embargo. I was like, what the hell is this even talking about? I didn't know what an embargo was. I had to ask my dad. I was like, what's a Largo embargo? What's a Largo embargo? He was like, oh, well, an embargo is when, like, you stop people from selling stuff or something. That's probably the way he explained it. Anyway, that's how I learned what an embargo was. No, Austin, you can't have my number. We've been through this before. You have to go through my agent. Is there anything else for us to do now except, like, fight Whitney? Whitney! Whitney! Where is she? She's, like, up here in her, like, Clefairy-shaped gym. She went fly... What? I've got to get a radio card? Having fun isn't hard when you've got a radio card. Having fun isn't hard when you've got a radio card. I got this book about this fancy door knocker, and then he holds up a door knocker with that's the shape of his own head. I was like, this isn't even the radio tower. This is Wonder Trade. Is it? That's the global terminal. What's this? Oh, that's the radio tower. The underground, that's how you get her to go to the gym, but she's here getting her radio card, because having fun isn't hard. There she is. I'm Boxy! Yeah, I do wear glasses, actually. You wouldn't hit a man with glasses on, would you? This quiz is so hard. Oh, fuck off. Answer 5 questions correctly. Can you check? Yes. Nidorina can only be female, true. Back in 2009, maybe. Kurt, the Pokeball creator, uses apricots as ingredient. No. It's impossible to use it. Yes. Is he on with Marie? What? Is he what with Marie? Glasses do make people look good a lot of the time. I wear glasses because I like them. I'm used to wearing them and I enjoy them. I also like being able to have different pairs that look different depending on what I'm deciding to wear. And I also don't like sticking things into my eye. Does Professor Oak have some sort of thing going on with Marie? Apparently not. Sorry, you got it wrong. This is not the right time, asshole. Yes. 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 No. Yes. No. Is he on with Marie? That's like the weirdest way to phrase it. Surely you'd phrase it as something like, does Professor Oak's show Pokemon Talk feature Marie or something like that? Speaking of radio shows, I walked past someone at work today who was randomly listening to that video, the John Cena prank call thing where the two guys on the radio keep calling this lady and driving her crazy with like this John Cena joke thing. A kindred spirit. Yeah, well then go for it. If anyone has anything to say about it, then fuck them. Yo, champion making! Oh no, here we go. And this time we have to go up on the catwalk. Is Champ here? Who's Champ? That's actually a really funny moment in it. I love it. That video was actually hilarious. Especially that like one part where they randomly just say, The Undertaker, like that really fast. I don't know, it's just something funny. At Super Slam! It's like one of the best like prank videos of all time. It's actually just hilarious. It's so funny. I actually ended up watching a video of that, like, of that library card video, and it's just annoying. And I also watched a video of that Jekyll Hyde video, or that Jekyll Hyde Jekyll song. And guess what? That was even more annoying. That was even worse. That was like the best of times. It was the blurst of times. It was it was one of the most awful things I've ever heard in my life. No wonder I remember it so much, because I listened to it again and I was like, this is absolute garbage. Absolute garbage. Like, it's like it's like this is what I had to watch on TV back when I was whatever age I was, like 9. It's rotten. It's just like absolute awful garbage. You compare that to that like really good song in Dexter's Laboratory, the one where he's learning piano off of Paul Williams or whatever. I'm gonna electrocute this thing. It's worth it. Apparently not. I'm gonna electrocute this thing. It's worth it. Apparently not. I'm gonna electrocute this thing. It's worth it. Apparently not. I'm gonna electrocute this thing. It's worth it. Apparently not. I'm going to electrocute this thing. It's worth it. Let's go! It is worth it. It's so satisfying. It's like, and then along came Zeus. He drew his lightning bolt. This is just pain. Yeah, I know. This is like 70% accuracy or something like that, isn't it? Pokemon memes. Zubat using Supersonic hits every time. Me using Supersonic hits like 0% of the time. How do I get through here? I just gotta get through this. Gotta get through this. Hey, Fury, how are you? It's good to see you. It happened again. The HomePod started talking to me. When I said hello and then your name, the HomePod started talking to me. Oh, I can just go through here. This isn't a very ergonomically designed gym you have here. Oh no, I didn't heal in between the battles. It's all riding on this one thunder attack. Let's go! Then along came Zeus. He threw his lightning bolt. Oh my god. I'm going keeping this thunder attack for the whole game. Like, I swear it's going to be useful. using thunder on things also is just like making me think of like, I remember playing like Pokemon Blue back in the day and like using Articuno and Zapdos to beat the game. All I need to do is headbutt you. Oh, I just realized like Serene Grace with the flinching is going to be really good, isn't it? Oh no, but don't these things have like cute charm? That's what I have to be scared of, right? Oh, thank you. Yeah, I knocked it up. I was like, well, maybe I should actually try and put some effort into what I put on my streams for once in my life. So I decided to put this thing together. It didn't take that long. Like, I think, like, actually, like, doing this kind of stuff, like, simplicity is best. So all I did was put, like, a background and then, like, a Dunsparce outline, like, overlaid over it, like, made all big, and then I put the Dunsparce up there. Yeah, and the blue borders, all I did with them was, like, in Affinity Designer, you have, like, some, like, special effects that you can put on shapes, so all I did was make like, a shape, like, a frame, and then I put, like, there's, like, a 3D effect that you can put on them, and a shadow effect or whatever, so that's all I did, so... Thank you for like saying that they look nice. It really wasn't a load of effort, you know. But then again, I think with design, simplicity is best all the time, you know. So, and just try to use the colors as well, like the Dunsparce. Oh, now Mother's calling me. She's like, Professor Elms called me. She said you won't pick up the phone. Well, do you know what? Screw you as well, Mom. I'm out on a Pokemon journey. Just lump off. What did you say? What did you just say? I said lump off, Mom. Oh my god. You know what's the most bizarre thing? I was just about to say, Adventure Time, there's a blast from the past. Like, how time flies, right? When they're here, like, in 2022, saying... Yeah, let her buy it. No wonder I don't have any fucking money! How can I relax when she's spending all my hard-earned cash? How can I relax? Here I am in the Goldenrod department store, wondering, like, why I don't have enough money to buy more than 5 super potions. And here she is spending it all. She's there sitting on her ass on QVC buying Snore. Oh, I can just call her. Oh, I guess I have to call her. That's not the wrong button. You can call her and tell her to stop spending all me money. Hello, Mr. Burns. This is your mother speaking. Good tip, Fairy. Thank you. Don't save money. I'm not out here busting my ass being a Pokemon trainer just so you can spend all my hard-earned cash. Okay, how are we doing here, Dunsparce? How are we doing, Oncey? The once plur. Well, I think we have to save, right? Well, no, I don't think we do have to save, do we? Because, like, well, we might as well. Because if she kicks her ass, then we just white out, right? And we lose some of her cash, our hard-earned cash. It's Whitney, bitch. She doesn't understand the heart of the cards. She's like, I'm just getting into Pokemon because everyone else is into it too. Come on, Dunsparce. You can do it. Like, when I'm terrified of cute charm, that's the thing. Like, I'm terrified of, like, not... Oh, thank you, right? I'm terrified of, like, not killing the thing and then, like, ending up being attracted, since that's, like, the most irritating, like, status condition in the entire game. Well, here it is, the big kahuna burger. Get fried, bitch. Uh-oh. Now I'm the one doing the flinching. Now I fell in love. And it missed. She's flinching and loving me. Art pop makes my heart stop. Holy crap. Okay, this is not good at all. This is where shit goes to hell here, right now. She's just gonna keep stomping. And I'm just gonna keep, like, hoping to hit this thing with thunder. Then along came Zeus, he threw his lightning bolt. I would wish that could have paralyzed it. I shouldn't be using thunder here, really, should I? I should be using something more reliable. I feel like there's like no other gym leader in history who's as infamous as Whitney, really and truly. It doesn't block a cute charm. Like this is bad news bears right now, seriously. You know what I should do is like rock tomb it or glare it. I should glare at her. I'm gonna go for a glare just to see if I can get it to work. Because at least then I'd be faster and then I could be the one doing the flinching around here. If I could actually even hit anything. Come on, you're supposed to be a 5-foot engorged, turgid Dunsparce. Can't even glare at a cow. It's not even standing up like a little Rory Calhoun. It's just sitting on his fat ass like the cowbell of happiness. This is like frustrating as heck, Jesus. But she's not using rollout right now, is she? Like, does she not do that anymore in this game? Because that was the thing in the first game, is she used to just use rollout on your ass and destroy you. Like, she actually just used to destroy you with rollout. When here, she's just like, I'll use attract on you and then flinch, like flinch stun lock you or whatever. As I was saying, I feel like there's like no other there's like no other gym leader who is as like infamous as this thing. It's the most infamous like gym battle of all time. Okay, we're getting somewhere. What? Are you for real? Why? Oh, pain, pain. Unimaginable pain, pain of the soul. I'm going for it again. Fuck her. Ah, it's the rollout. This is where we die, everyone. Try eating a lumberry now. The thing doesn't she have like Doesn't she still have milk drink or some shit to be able to heal herself, even though she's the reason for the word bitch is what it is. Even though she even though she already used her super potion. What do poor you? Are we actually doing this? Yes! Who's gonna whip that bad boy out? Who's gonna whip that bad boy out? Go Dunsparce! Go Dunsparce! Go Onceparce! It's not your birthday. It's Elsa's birthday. Not today, but tomorrow. Yeah, you cry. You can spend the rest of your life crying about it. Is she stopped now? It's Whitney, bitch. I deserve a sip of my drink after that, Jesus. He attack, but he also attract. Pokathlon Dome, but like beyond Thunderdome. We don't need another hero. This co-worker of mine, like this person that I work with, we have this like running gag about Tina Turner, right? Because this is like the funniest story. It's not really that funny, but it is. It just makes me laugh. I'm not answering that phone. Boundaries. He's violating his restraining order. There was going to be like like an event at work, like a gig, right? And usually for these events and things like that, they end up getting like good acts, like maybe no one like huge, but like they got the script one year, which was like really impressive, like international level act. Like usually they get like acts that are Irish, but like on a whole other on like an international level, right? So they got the script, they got Picture This. Another year, this year it was Dermot Kennedy, who like whatever. It's usually like this mom like dropping their kids off to school radio music, right? And but anyway, like everyone was talking about like, yeah, the script are Irish, yeah. So what am I supposed to do when the best part of me was always you? And what am I supposed to say when I'm all choked up and you're okay and I'm falling to pieces? It's a great song. Like Break Even is like one of the greatest like modern like pop songs of the last 20 years. It's like a fantastic song. But anyway, like everyone was like there were all the rumors going around of who it was going to be, and people were saying like, oh, it's going to be Harry Styles, even though he's English or whatever, but because he was doing a concert like on tour at the time or whatever. Cameron the photographer? Sure! The Cranberries are Irish, yeah. Zombie, zombie, zombie. Look at this. We're beautiful. But yeah, so everyone was like, there were like rumors going around, and then like so this person that I work with, I was like, oh, I heard it was Tina Turner. I heard it was Tina Turner. Just, I don't know why that popped into my head, but I was like, oh, I heard it was Tina Turner. And she was like, oh, what? Like, she totally believed it. And then I was like, I had to say, like, no, it was just a joke or whatever. So she was like really pissed off that like she believed it. Not pissed off that I lied, but pissed off that she believed the lie even just for a second. Because she actually loves Tina Turner, right? So now like ever since then, whenever we see each other, we have this running gag where she'll be like, well, Tina says hi, she was asking after you, and all of this kind of stuff. Like, we know her, like we act like we know her, and like we were just talking to her the other day, and she wanted to know how you're doing. I was It's like the most bizarre running gag. Like, can you imagine that? Like, you have like this running gag with a coworker where you each pretend that you know Tina Turner and that you were just talking to her the other day and she says hi. Like, what a like, random thing. Oh, it's just funny. It's just funny. Fun times. Yeah, Snow Patrol too. Like the thing is, like, Ireland, for a country of such like a small population, that's the thing that like we're most proud of here, is that like for a country of such like a tiny population internationally, like proportionally, we have like a huge like we have like a huge proportion of like various either like musicians, artists, authors, like everyone and anything. So like it's something that we're quite proud of. So we're known as like the Ireland's nickname is like the Isle of Saints and Scholars or whatever. Like the saints obviously make sense, right? But scholars as well, just in terms of like the commitment to the arts, like in like for hundreds and hundreds of years, you know. Like, you think of it, like, starting with, like, all the monks in the monasteries creating, like, these amazing works of art and, like, these illuminated manuscripts and things like that, and their huge contributions to, like, noting down... Oh, there's an invisible trainer. I've been getting Pokemon data off my radio. Radio? What's with that radio? Camper Ivan seems to have an invisible touch. He seems to have an invisible touch, yeah. He reaches in and grabs right hold of your heart. Tina is Luigi. Luigi needs another hero. Like, it's hard to tell like what my favorite Tina Turner song is. There's so many good ones. Joe's an awful one though, like that song that she did for GoldenEye, like the GoldenEye song, the James Bond one that she did, is absolute like garbage. Like, it's the most forgettable song. It's just annoying. Whereas, like, you compare that to these brilliant songs, like What's Love Got to Do With It? Like, What's Love Got to Do With It is like one of the greatest songs of, like, the last 50 years. I wish I could forget about U2. Not U2, I wish I could forget about U2, like Bono U2. But I think, like, if I had to, like, pick one Tina Turner song, it's, like, Private Dancer. There's something about, like, Private Dancer that I absolutely adore. It's just such a good song. I'll be your private dancer, a dancer for money. It's just, like, such a good number. It's really, really good. So there's like one U2 song that I love, like, and it's one of my favorite songs of all time, and like every other U2 song I hate. I just can't, and I don't like Bono's personality either. It's funny, I think like U2 is like that band that everyone here hates, and everyone hates Bono here, and then internationally, especially in the States, not everyone loves, but like they're a band that totally are more successful outside of their own home country than here, you know? But like there is one U2 song that I absolutely adore, but that's just because of the song. Like the, and that's like Stuck in a Moment You Can't Get Out Of. That song is absolutely amazing. Like, it's a really, really good song. But like every other song I just like don't like. Well, I don't know. With or Without You is fine. With or Without You is good as well, in fairness. But like Stuck in a Moment You Can't Get Out Of. What's up with all these little kids wanting to give me my number? Wanting me to give you them my number? They're gonna get Ethan in trouble. Magma! I'll never forget how scared we all were of Magmar. Like, remember in, like, that, remember that, like, that episode of the anime where, like, Ash fights Blaine or whatever? And they make, like, this huge deal out of Magmar. Like, they make Magmar seem like it's just, like, this unstoppable force or something like that. Yeah, like, the ultimate fire Pokemon. That's exactly it. It's like... And it made it seem like it was, like, this unstoppable, like, horrific monstrosity from the fiery pits of hell or something like that. It's like, Magmar. It's crazy. They even made it seem tough because it was like, it wiped out the entire, it wiped him out. His flame body burned once, Parse. I thought I was already burned. Fire breather Walt. Who's Heisenberg? Yeah, what's up with all these people? Jesus. I hope you have burn heal. I wish I had burn heal. Shouldn't I go back and, like, get the bicycle? Can't I do that now? This is the route where you can find Yanma, by the way. Everybody write that down. It's very important. Here's the awful Goldenrod City music again. What an abomination. Bleep, 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 bloop, bleep, 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 bloop. Bleep, bleep, bloop, bleep, 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 bloop. Dunka, 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 dunka. I hate it. Compared to, like, how inspiring it was. Like, Goldenrod City's music was so inspiring before. Like, it was so good. Yeah, with the first couple of bars before it actually starts. It's just annoying compared to ba 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 da 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 da. Yeah, sure. There's like something really wrong about this picture. There's like this guy going like, "Hey kid, I'll let you ride my bicycle. All you need to do is tell me what your name and number is." No. Oh, for the kindness of people. Whoa. Well, we're in Foresight all of a sudden or something. Or not Foresight, Moonside. That's what I was trying to think of. Yes, I defeated Whitney. I remember I was in Germany, like, in December 2013, right? And, like, I was in Cologne on the Christmas market, and there was this guy who works as a baker there at one of the stalls, but, like, on this one night, he went up on stage because he's also, like, a performer, so he had this, like, glittery gold jacket or whatever, and his name was Jerry Gold, and, his name was Jerry Gold, and, like, he started talking to the crowd, and at one point he was like, "I would like to make a tribute to one of the greatest singers we have ever known. Unfortunately, we have lost her forever. Whitney! Whitney! We will never forget you." And then he started singing "I Will Always Love You." It was very touching. It was very... Yeah, that was what it was. It was very touching in one way, but also kind of hilarious in another way. There's something so satisfying about that Thunderbolt. I don't know who the ultimate fire Pokemon is. I'm not that much of a fire Pokemon, like, aficionado. Shut up. Lump off, Mom. I'm not that much of, like, a fire Pokemon aficionado, I must say. Magmar is pretty cool, you know. Could I boost my mic a bit? Yeah, totally, I could. Like this? You mean like this? Is that better? Yeah, Flareon's cool. It's better! Much better! You didn't order Magmar, you ordered Bagbar! Or Babar! You ordered Babar! It's better, much better. No! I'm gonna like throw my phone the fuck away. I threw that fucker into the river. That map wasn't doing shit. Drowsy, 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 drowsy. Yeah, I don't know what it is about like fire types. They're just not my jam. No, I don't want to hit this moderately sized tree. I just always think of that like that hilarious scene in the Blair Witch Project where they realize they don't have the map, and then the guy who's like the camera guy or the sound guy or something is like, that map wasn't doing shit, and he's like laughing, and he's like, I threw that fucker into the river or something like that. It's just funny. Like, he just threw the map into the river. Could you imagine if you were in that group of people and one of the people that you're hiking in the fucking middle of nowhere, right, making a documentary with, was just like, that map wasn't doing anything, so I just threw it away. Like, wouldn't you just kill them or something like that? You just like... Oh my god. I threw that, it wasn't doing shit. I threw that fucker into the river. Houndoom is cool. I'm a Houndoom fan. And Flareon. Magmar is cool. There's Chandelure. But I think I like Chandelure more because it's like a ghost type Pokemon than because it's a fire type Pokemon. There's Volcarona. Volcarona is cool. Tepig is cute. You picked the wrong fucking Dunsparce to mess with. Well, you all know where I stand on, like, favorite Pokemon types. It's the bug Pokemon, the water Pokemon. Ice types I like as well. I think it's, like, more so than the type. I think it's more so about, like, the design of the Pokemon for me a lot of the time. Like you're saying with the butterfly Pokemon, the way you really like them. Fury, I think for me a lot of the time it's to do with the design of the Pokemon. More so than just, oh, it's this type, so I like it. We don't need to use the fucking, to go use Kutch, or we don't. We can just go through the national park. Oh, the music here is really good. I love National Park as well. It's so good. That's why I was trying to be quiet, because it's just like, you played it in your orchestra? Does your like orchestra have like a channel with like videos or anything like that? Because I'd love to like hear some of the stuff that you do. It's so good. Yeah, I was just gonna say, do I get Dig here? I would actually really consider, like, learning Dig over Rock Tomb, to be honest. Because what's Rock Tomb doing for me? It's, like, good against, flying-type Pokemon, but I have Thunder for that, so I would totally learn Dig. Is Dig 80 power in this game? Oh yeah, it's 80 power. Good old 80 power Dig. Time to go over Rock Tomb. Rock Tomb was useful while we had it. I'm not going to diss on Rock Tomb. Recorder is actually a really beautiful instrument. Like, if you see some, like... Thing is, there's not a lot of music, like, written for it now or whatever. But, like, Recorder was, like, a massive instrument for, like, Renaissance music and, like, and stuff like that. So, like, there's really a lot of, like, beautiful music out there for Recorder. And it's a serious instrument as well, you know? There's something really pretty sounding about the Recorder, I don't know. I think it's just it has like a bad reputation because it's like, oh, it's that instrument they try to teach everyone in school, and kids obviously when they're starting to play it, they can't play it right, so they just like make noise with it. So like Recorders have like a bad rap for that then, I think. Here's the hot skitty on Wailord action again. No, it's a Raichu. I love Raichu's design. I think it's like such a shame that... Well, we learned Dig just in time, didn't we? I think it's such a shame that like Pikachu is so popular and became like the poster boy of the Pokemon series. That like Raichu ends up pretty much getting overshadowed then, unfortunately. It's really quite a shame. I love Raichu's design. And there's like Alolan Raichu as well, is absolutely beautiful. Oh no, a Hoot Hoot. Yeah, I know, that's the thing. Poor Raichu. It's just a really cool design. There's something about it that I really love. Like, I like the color, that kind of like burnt kind of brown kind of color. This isn't great, sure it's not. The headbutt probably isn't best. I really like the way its tail is like a long tail with that kind of with the lightning bolt at the end of it. Its ears are a cool design. It's just a really interesting little design with interesting little features. Yeah, I agree with you, Austin. You think I'm cool, right? No. You shouldn't have been thinking at all. Shouldn't have been, like, flirting with a 10-year-old kid. Like Natalie Portman giving those predatory glares to Anakin, 9-year-old Anakin Skywalker while that parade music plays. La 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 la. Oh well, one old Thunder ought to do it. Alolan Raichu is so cool. I must try to think, like, what would my favorite, no. What would my favorite psychic type be? Like when I was growing up, like Espeon definitely had a place in my heart, you know. Espeon definitely had a place in my heart as a psychic type when I was growing up. I'm trying to think, is there any other like psychic type Pokemon that has like deposed Espeon since then from that like place of from that position? Alolan Raichu is tempting to say, like it's tempting to say Alolan Raichu is my favorite psychic type now, but I'm not sure. Like, I don't know, it's hard as well, because I really love, do you know what, like, I kind of like Slowbro a lot as well. I really like Slowbro as a Pokemon, so that's, like, another psychic type I like. So I think, like, Slowbro would be up there along with Espeon. Trying to, like, go through the different, like, generations in my mind, like... In Generation 2, I don't think you even have any new psychic types, do you? If you do, they're not very memorable, are they? Well, there's Celebi, obviously. But I can't think of any other, like, new psychic types that they introduced in Generation 2 at all. Maybe this guy will show me one or two of them. Like Stantler wasn't... Well, Girafarig. They introduced Girafarig and Unknown, I suppose. Unknown and Girafarig. But I feel like they're like the only ones. And then like in Generation 3, all I can think of is Spoink and Grumpig. I have to say like Spoink is a really cute Pokemon design. Like Spoink is really adorable. Grumpig, I could take or leave, but like Spoink is really adorable. I'm trying to think, like, well, no, there's like Natu and Xatu in this game as well. The more I think about it now, the more I remember like these Pokemon introduced in Generation 2. But still, Generation 3, all I can think of is Spoink and Grumpig. It's hard to think of Psychic-type Pokemon just because they're like that type in particular doesn't really make much of an impression on me, I guess, is what is the thing. Yeah, Natu, Xatu, Espeon, Girafarig, and then there's like the legendary ones. There's like, there's Lugia and Celebi. I love Tangrowth as well. Like, I really liked that in Generation 4. It felt so refreshing when Generation 4 brought in all those random evolutions of Pokemon. Like, I loved how they brought in, like, Honchkrow and Tangrowth and Yanmega and Togekiss and all of them, like, and Magnezone. I love how, like, Generation 4 had such a focus on oh, it's time for the Golden Shower Cup again. Girafarig is totally due, like a, like I wouldn't be surprised if Girafarig in Generation 9 ends up getting some sort of evolution or regional form or something like that. Because they usually do, they usually like liven up some sort of like older Pokemon that people, that has been like unloved or like unused or something like that, you know? I don't think it's lazy at all. I think it's cool. I think it's a cool way of like Like I'm almost more interested in like I'm almost more interested in the way they revitalize like pre-existing Pokemon than in new Pokemon now. Like when I think about like recent generations or whatever, like the thing that's excited me the most are like the things that have been like regional forms or new evolutions from regional forms, like, you know, like introducing a regional form and then also having a that specific regional form have a new evolution. Like when I think of, let's say, like Galarian Corsola and Cursola, I just think that's so cool. Like it's a brilliant way of like taking a Pokemon like Corsola, who was a really cute design. Like Corsola was always like a really adorable little design for a Pokemon, but just like never really got used very much. And then they take it and they make this really like cool new design, and also give it an evolution that's really viable to use. You've got to love it. We're just here to booty call on Faulkner here while we're there. Hisuian Zorua is adorable. Hisuian Zoroark, I'm not huge on. Like, that's a kind of a thing for me with, like, the Hisuian forms. Like, it's the same with Hisuian Growlithe. I adore. Hisuian Arcanine I find to be a little bit of a lazy design. And I think I talked about this before, actually, how I find some of the Hisuian like forms like Pokemon in general to be like a little bit like meh. Like the Hisuian Lilligant I think is like very like passe. Like it's a very safe kind of boring design. It literally is just like if you drew a stick figure, that's what it is. Compared to like regular Lilligant, it's like very bland. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of that Cleavor Pokemon either, the Scyther one. Yeah, you'll be waiting. I adore Corsola. Corsola was always one of my favorite Pokemon, just because, again, I love those kind of like fossil-oriented Pokemon. Oh, it's a Clefable. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like Hisuian Lilligant. Hisuian Goodra rules all. Like, Hisuian Goodra is just like, is beautiful. Hisuian Goodra is just an absolutely brilliant design. Like, I'm trying to think, like, what other Pokemon they might, like, revitalize. Like, I totally think Dunsparce is in the running. Like, if we're thinking about, like, Pokemon who, you know, are due maybe, like, some revitalization, either in terms of a regional form or an evolution or both, you know. I totally think Dunsparce is in the running. Dunsparce and Girafarig, I think both, we could totally see that. Okay, so one of them had Clefable and Wigglytuff. I'm calling it. Is this one going to have Wigglytuff and Clefable? So that's what's going on here. Well, gee, there's a big surprise. Yeah, no Hisuian Butterflies. I totally get Dunsparce evolving into Drampa. I think I was talking about this the last day. It totally would have made sense. Dunsparce evolves into Drampa. It just would have been cool. They look like they belong together because Dunsparce has that very kind of like serene, sort of relaxed, like aura. Like Dunsparce just looks like it's relaxed, you know. I can totally see it becoming Drampa, but no. Still not as controversial as like Love Disc not evolving into Alomomola Momo. Bo 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 bo. Still not as controversial as that, but still controversial. Or as well, like, there's some, like, things, like, that would have been cool. Like, imagine if there was, like, a baby Pokemon, like, that was a pre-evolution of both. Oh, there's Stantler itself. I was just gonna say, this is the route that's significant because you can find Stantler here. Another example of, like, what I love about, like, Pokemon games where, like this, where there are specific routes you can find specific Pokemon in. It just gives it that sense of, like, local flair, you know? What was I talking about again? Alomomola, I think. Oh, Ecruteak City has good music in this game. Ecruteak City has really, really good music in Generation 4. Oh, who's this? Is this Lana? Oh no, it's Bill. Lana's in the next game. Oh, I was talking about like a pre-evolution. It would have been like cool to have like a pre-evolution of like Volbeat and Illumise. So that you could have like, oh, the male, if it's male, it evolves into Volbeat. If it's female from, oh no, Laneige, that's her name. If it's female, it evolves into Illumise. That would have been so cool. The same with like Tauros and Miltank. That would have been so cool as well because those Pokemon are connected in one way, you know? So why not just like complete the circle, you know? But yeah, as I say, I'm trying to think now, like, of other Pokemon that might fit that brief of, like, being something that you don't really see very often because they're just not really used, you know? More Tyrogue types? Like, more Hitmonchan things? I could see that. Look at them all down there. You can actually see them down there. Look at that. Did you see them? Oh, there's Morty himself. Oh no, this is Ucene. I didn't even see him. Hunspar, glad to meet you. Yeah, look, there's just the 3 dogs chilling down there. Get out of my way. Wurmple 2, the final squirm. Do I even need... Oh, I guess I was just gonna say, do I even need to do anything here in this, like, burnt tower or whatever? But I see Morty is there, so I guess I do have to. What is up with the encounter rate all of a sudden? It's gone ballistic. I wish I read that text box where Ucene told me what I need to do next. But I didn't. Well, now dogs are freaking out. Now everything's freaking out. Yeah. Here you go talking about the Lion King again. Oh, wait. Who's this? Oh, Konogioda. Everyone's like missing No all of a sudden right now. Or M Scribble M. That's what we used to call the other one. Do you know the way there was like when you do that trick in Red, Blue, and Yellow or whatever, there's like the option that missing No can appear, but there's also the option that M Scribble M can appear, this other monstrosity. Oh, Bayleaf, I'm so scared. No, that's not what I wanted to do. At least it's paralyzed. Well, there's that Serene Grace again. Saving my ass. Can I say again how, like, I feel like I feel like the game is, like, lulling me into a false sense of security with all, like, these, with this Dunsparce. Like, I feel like this shouldn't be this easy with this Pokemon. I feel like I'm being lulled into a false sense of security. But then again, I feel like maybe it's just because, like, as usual with these solo runs, you just end up being over-leveled because all of the experience just gets sunk into one Pokemon. Weak people sometimes do okay at fighting back. What, like, a weird, like, inelegantly worded line. Well, I'm glad I taught myself dig when I did. Or we'd be here all night. One Whitney battle and so this recording session was the Whitney battle. Last stream it was the Magikarp trainer. Wait a second, where's my phone? Could not be detected. What the fuck? I don't want to catch a legendary Pokemon. You can have them. I don't give a shit. Take them. Can I leave now, please? Poor, like, Raikou and Entei, they're like, why do we get left in the dirt while everyone's, like, creaming themselves over Suicune here? So, like, that in new Pokemon Snap, that moment of, like, seeing Suicune, like, run across the water in that snow level is so amazing. What's, like, the point of this? When you see Suicune running across the water in that ice level or whatever, it is, like, absolutely inspiring. It just looks so cool. We're big fans of Pokemon Snap here. We love it. I'm getting out of here. I've, like, had enough of these random battles with these coughings and Rattatas. It's just all too much for me to handle here. Yeah, I hear you. That's me as well. All just too many things going on and not able to finish any of them. I must say, new Pokemon Snap is one of those games, though, that it came out. I feel like I'd been waiting for it all of my life. And I played it, and it was so good. Like, new Pokemon Snap is just so beautiful. It's so lovingly crafted. There. Oh, whoa! What's going on? Whoa! Hang on a second. There's something happening here. Two seconds. Okay, we're back. Don't ask me what happened there. It's either, like, walking all to, like, one direction or something like that. But, I might as well buy some more super potions now. At least I actually have some money to be able to buy some more stuff now. Jesus. Like, I don't know, like, new Pokemon Snap is just so beautiful. Like, it's just, like, I love like, it does exactly what I loved about Pokemon Snap, the original, which is, like, you just want to see Pokemon in the... You just want to see Pokemon in the wild, you know, like, existing and, like, living their lives, and you know, and new Pokemon Snap totally does it, and it is jam-packed. Like, there's so much going on in there. Show me a hula dance, what the hell? Now I'm just thinking about, like that, for some reason, this is, like, reminding, well, not for some reason, but this is, like, reminding me of that, like, episode of Kimmy Schmidt, where Titus Andromedon is doing, like, the controversial, like, racial appropriation, or cultural appropriation racist stage show, where he was, like, a geisha in a past life or something like that, reincarnated or something. It's just funny. You are the villain, you're Team Rocket! There used to be a time when, like, when Team Rocket were proud of being villains. HMO3? Already? Oh, well, I suppose the town after this is Olivine. And then we'll have to be able to surf, because we'll have to go to Keenwood City, won't we? Kimmy Schmidt is so good. I don't know, there's just something about its humor that gelled with my own. It's just so funny. Oh, look at this, Morty. He spared no expense. Do you remember in, like, the Generation 2, you used to fight these ladies, these mediums or whatever, and they used to be there like they were possessed or something like that. They were like a freaky looking sprite. So I'm just realizing something with horror. I'm actually realizing something with absolute horror right now. Do you know what it is? Can you guess what it is? Can you guess what the horrible thing is that I'm realizing right now? I'm pretty sure, like, almost every Pokemon inside in this gym, the only thing that I can hit them with is Thunder. Because all of these Pokemon have Levitate, so I can't hit them with Dig. And they're Ghost-type Pokemon, so I can't hit them with Headbutt. So Thunder is, like, the only option I have. This is so bad. I can't believe I've made this even more difficult for myself. Well, I guess I deserve it. After here I was earlier being like, this game is lulling me into a false sense of security. It's going too easy on me. Here I am after manufacturing this situation. This curse is going to kill me. It's like, this is supposed to be a challenge run in and of itself. Here I go making it even more challenging, right? Oh no, I won't be able to switch out for my other non-existent Pokemon. How will I ever recover? At least I'm actually finally hitting it. Oh my god, do I even have enough Thunder to be able to kill this thing? I don't think I even have enough PP to be able to kill all of her Pokemon. I think I literally have to hit like twice. I literally like have no choice other than to be 100% accurate with this thing. If I miss it once, then I'm dead. And then we're back to struggling again. I think I'd just give up at that. Why? Why? It like literally brought me right to the edge, brought me to the cusp. It was like, yeah, there's still a chance you could win. All you need to do is hit Thunder twice, and it's like Spite. I'm just giving up. I'm just going to like let myself get killed. I'm just going. There, just have mercy on me. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy, Christ have mercy, Christ have mercy, Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Is it? No, they have levitate, don't they? Don't like Ghastly Haunter, and I think even in this generation, oh my god. Yeah, what is it, bitch? Jesus. Finally. He thinks I'm coming all the way back there just to show him a Togepi. Is there a way to get like more Headbutt? Because then I'd like go over Headbutt with something else and then just teach Headbutt again. Can I learn Payback? Payback would actually be sweet in this gym. No, of course not. It's like the one TM I can't learn. It probably does, but I don't think it's until later. I think what I think that... Well, no, isn't the Headbutt is a move too, sure. So I think I can just go back to that guy and learn it over and over again if I want. So I think what I'll do is I'll go back to Goldenrod. I'll see if I can't just, like, get... Yeah, I think that... So I think Blackthorn City is definitely where the Deleter was. So I think maybe the Relearner is there as well. But, I think I'll go back to, like, Goldenrod and, I'll go back to Goldenrod City and maybe pick up another TM. Because, like, there's no way we're getting through this with only being able to use Thunder on everything. If it was another attack that I knew was guaranteed to, like, hit, then totally. But as well, like, I'm not convinced that I'll be able to take out the, let's say, Morty's Gengar and stuff like that fast enough is the thing. Oh yeah, learn Blizzard, that's way more accurate. Which generation is it where they changed, like, the power of, Which generation is it where they changed the power of all of those attacks from 120 to 110? I really resented that. It's such, like, a minuscule difference, but I, like, really fucking resented that they did that. Yeah, they did. I can't remember when it was, but at some point they changed, like, the power of Blizzard and Thunder and things like that to 110 for some reason, whatever it was. I don't think any of this is really going to be useful. Like, there's Fire Blast. Like, Fire Blast would be more accurate, I guess, than Thunderbolt by, what, 15? Fire Blast is, like, 15 power. So it's an option. Jeez, I wish I hadn't gone over... I wish I hadn't, like, deleted Rock Tomb now already. With, like, Dig. Do we absolutely have to, fight Morshi now? Or can we go to, like, Olivine City first and maybe I get the, maybe I'll find, like, another TM on the way or learn another attack on the way? Because I think if I remember correctly, you have to fight Morshi to get Surf. To be able to use Surf outside of battle. But, like, we don't need to do that yet. We can go to Olivine City first, and maybe we'll find something useful there, maybe. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to skip Morshi for now. And then maybe we'll find something we're able to use in the meantime. That's what I'm hoping, at least. What that is, I have no idea. I'm actually kind of surprised that Dunsparce can't learn Payback, because Payback is one of those attacks that I always thought, like, almost everything can learn it. But then I always get, like, mixed up between, like, Payback and Assurance. Like, Assurance and Payback are two extremely, like, similar attacks. I feel like they're both, like, you can learn them with a lot of Pokemon via TM and things like that. And they have, like, almost the same mechanics. Like, I think, like, one of them is, like, oh, it does double damage if you got hit by the Pokemon in the same turn. What the fuck? What the hell? I don't even have a Pokeball, I don't think. You know what? Fuck you, man. What do you mean can't escape? What an asshole. It's like, no, you can't run away. I'll do the running away around here. Yeah, I think, like, one of them is, like, oh, it, maybe I should actually talk to some people here, because they might actually teach me something. That's just to go with the item finder, blah, blah, blah. Some mad dad on a beach with a metal detector. This is the Memoirs of a Geisha, yeah, the dance theater. This is, what the hell is this? This is just an empty space? But yeah, like, one of them is like that it doubles in power if you just, or it does more damage if you move second, like if you move after the other Pokemon. And the other one is it does more damage if you took a hit in that turn, which, like, for you to take a hit in that turn, you would also have to, like, move after the other Pokemon, which is the same, not the same thing, but it's, like, so similar. What the hell is this guy doing? A burger that has strength. Enjoy a happy mountain climbing life. I feel like I don't remember getting strength like that in the... Ooh, can I learn that? Well, no, Dunsparce doesn't have claws. There's no way I can learn this. It would have been so good. It would have been so good. Dunsparce, it would have been perfect. That could have saved my life. Like, ham boning will save your life someday. But how can Dunsparce have claws? He doesn't even have any appendages whatsoever except that drill tail. Well, here's the route where you can find Farfetch'd and Snubbull and Miltank and Magnemite and Tauros. I love this route. Oh, it's Sailor Harry. Oh, a Wooper. I love this route because there are so many unique Pokemon that you can find here. Like, as I say, you can find, like, Magnemite, Tauros, Miltank, Farfetch'd, Snubbull. All of those Pokemon you can find here randomly. I can't remember off the top of my head if there are any other TMs that we have waiting for us here. Or in Olivine City, for that matter. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some kind of TM that we find in the lighthouse. Oh, Flaffy is so beautiful. It's so so cute. Every time you say divorce, you just look so cute. Dunsparce needs big, shadowy claws. These claws ain't just for attracting mates. What the hell? What a line. These claws ain't just for attracting mates. Oh my god, just stop. I wish you could just turn off the phone. It's like, can I go off the grid or something? I don't need this in my life. All these people trying to give me their phone number. I feel like there were no way in hell were there this many, like no way in hell were there this many, like, trainers in the original who wanted to give you their phone number. Like, I feel like in this, like, all of a sudden, like, every second Pokemon trainer wants to give you their telephone number. And, like, it's just so annoying. Like, I don't want to be playing the game and then all of a sudden Schoolboy Chad, yeah, here we go, Schoolboy Chad is calling me saying, I just want a big Rattata. It's like, yeah, whatever. And Professor Oak would really love to meet you as well, I'm sure he would. Yeah, I think that is cool. Yeah, he was a marine biologist, you're right. I remember I had the DVD of the SpongeBob movie, right? I had the DVD of the SpongeBob movie, and there was a documentary on that where I learned, well, not a documentary, not a documentary, but like a making of or something like that, like a special feature or something like you would have on DVDs, where they actually mentioned that, and I thought it was so cool. So I think what my plan is going to be for the rest of the stream right now is we're going to get to Olivine City at least. We're going to see if we can find some random TM there that's going to save my life someday. And then in the next stream we're going to, whenever that's able to be, we're going to be able to fight Morty, hopefully. Because we're not able to progress until we beat him. If we don't find a TM that's going to save our life someday, well, I guess we'll just have to make do with using Thunder on everything. How did you didn't know about the SpongeBob movie? How did you not know about the SpongeBob movie? No, Morty has not been vanquished because I realized that the only attack I can use in his whole gym is Thunder. And then I fought a battle against a regular trainer. I got down to only 2 PP for Thunder and it had 2 Pokemon left, and then Ghastly used Spite and I just wanted to end it all. So what the plan is now is to, like, just skip Morty and hope that we find a TM that makes our life easier in Olivine City, which we probably won't. Like, plan B, I think, is to learn Fire Blast. I think that's like plan B, is to learn Fire Blast using a TM from Goldenrod department store or whatever. Which isn't ideal. Oh my god. Stop it. Can I put on, like, Do Not Disturb? Do you know what? Won't you go there? Fuck, go there and eat shit and die for all I care in the unknown ruins, or ruins of Alpha or whatever. Calling me on my phone. I'm here having a crisis with my Dunsparce. This is kind of cool music, I must say. This is probably like one of the only like remixes that I really kind of like here, actually. It sounds pretty cool. Wait a second, how do I get that item down there? Do I get it from all the way back at the start? No. How do you even get into this? Oh, rock climb. Oh, no. Oh, here we go again. This shithead. Dunsparce can literally learn, like, almost everything. I should try and, like, I should try and kill these things every time they show up. I should at least attack them. I have forgotten that this is Generation 4, the generation with all of the HMs that nobody wants to learn. Oh, Safari Zone. I forgot about this. No, I don't want your number. I totally believe Dunsparce can do it. No. Alright, if I must. His name's Baoba. I wish Dunsparce could learn Fly. That would be really amazing. Can Dunsparce learn this? No. Dunsparce can learn like so many TMs. It's unbelievable. It just has like that crazy move pool. My Miltank. That's not a nice thing to call your wife. She's only standing right over there. You let him talk to you like that? I never want to see one of these things ever again. Yeah, do you know what? I'm glad it's sick. Can you teach my Dunsparce a move that'll let me win in Morty's gym? Please. Oh, Slowpoke. Look how, like, serene it looks. Like, surely... How can you not look at Slowpoke and be filled with, like, a sense of calm? That's the thing. Oh, I'm sure glad I have this Quick Claw so I can outrun this Slowpoke. Do you know what I'm also realizing? I'm also realizing that maybe I should have just, like... I'm just realizing that Dunsparce tried to learn what Pursuit a while ago at, like, level 20-something. And I didn't learn it because I was like, that's what a useless move. It'll never come in handy. Well, guess what would have been really handy in Morty's gym? What is up with this Quick Claw? Does Serene Grace affect the Quick Claw as well? Can I get a fact check on that? Does Serene Grace also affect, like, the Quick Claw? Because I feel like Quick Claw is popping off, like, more than I've ever seen it pop off ever before in my entire career. Shouldn't affect it? Okay. Wasn't, like, Poliwhirl... Do you remember, like, Poliwhirl was everywhere, like, back in... I think I talked about this before. But do you remember when, like, the only Pokemon were Gen 1 Pokemon? Like, Poliwhirl was almost, like, one of those Pokemon that was on everything. Like, almost like a mascot. Like, not on the same level as Pikachu or anything like that. But it's like Poliwhirl was, like, the representative random water Pokemon or something. Remember, like, Poliwhirl was in the Pokemon cereal, the Lucky Charms kind of style one? Which also had Oddish, actually. But I feel like, as well, you just see Poliwhirl everywhere. And wasn't Poliwhirl, like, the... I know I think it's Hicks is the one that reads the the Pokemon Adventures manga. Or is it? Is it somebody else? I can't remember. Somebody else in the Discord was talking about it. But the, isn't like, yeah, I was just gonna say, like, Poliwhirl is like the main Pokemon in Pokemon Adventure in the manga. So yeah, I think, like, and I remember hearing somewhere or reading somewhere that actually, like, Clefairy was almost, like, the Pikachu of Pokemon, like, when they were deciding to... Yeah, maybe it was one of the first ones. That might actually be you might actually have a point there. Yeah, Clefairy was almost the mascot, but I think, like, Clefairy was too cute. Like, it didn't have, like, wide-ranging appeal, maybe. So they went with Pikachu in the end. Speak of the devil, Jesus. But yeah, I definitely feel like there must be some history behind, like, why Poliwhirl. But maybe you're right, Mayo. Maybe it's just because Poliwhirl is one of, like, the first Pokemon that was designed. It's one of the OG ones. Like, I presume Rhydon was one of the older ones as well, considering you see, like Rhydon represented, like all of the statues in the game are Rhydons. Like, all of the... Like, the substitute is Rhydon. Is Rhydon the first designed ever? I just fought you like 2 minutes ago. Fuck off, man. Jasmine is not a weakling. Fuck you, man. Jasmine is class. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I knew I remembered something like that. Okay, so time to talk to everybody in the hope that I get a TM here. You're just gonna give me a good rod or whatever. Inconceivable! I do not think that means what you think it means. Daddy always scares me? Oh, wow. Oh yeah, are you able to do that in this game as well with the seals? As in, like, where you throw the Pokeball and it, like, makes a splash or sparks or whatever you set it to? No. All I have is Dunsparce. There is only Dunsparce. Dunsparce is all there is. Dunsparce is all there ever will be. As it was in the beginning, Dunsparce without end. Amen. That's another example. Like, I feel like I've been talking about this in, like, every single stream. But, like, things that are ingrained in your memory. There's the lighthouse. Things that are ingrained in your memory. Like, obviously, because I grew up in Ireland, I had a Catholic upbringing, right? And, like, Catholic, like, I went to the Catholic primary school or whatever and everything like that. So, like... Yeah, you should chew before you swallow your food. Oh my god. There are no TMs in Olivine City. But yeah, the, like, I suppose because of that, like, there are so many, like, elements of the mass that are just ingrained in my mind. Like, just the whole, I don't know, like, it's really strange, like, how much you remember of that. Like, all those prayers we had to learn, like, we had to learn them in school, like, we had to, like, be able to recite them off by heart. And, like, a lot of the time we had to, like, learn them in both English and Irish. We had to learn how to, like, say prayers in the Irish language as well, off by heart. And I can remember all of them. It's so strange to be able to remember all of that stuff. And like half the time we didn't even know what we were saying. Like half the time we were just like learning this stuff by rote. Like all of these like prayers like angel of love, my guardian dear, to whom God's love commit me here. I was like, what does that even mean? Like none of us, we were like 8 learning this shit. Didn't have a clue what we were talking about. That's just that, that's the way it was, you know? I don't think there was any, like, intentional, like, it's not like it was intentionally, like, oh, it's just, it was part of the culture, you know, because it was a traditionally Catholic country, you know, so I don't think there's anything, like, deliberately nefarious about it or anything like that. It's just that that's what the culture was, and that's the culture we grew up in, you know? But it's just strange, like, thinking back on it is what it is. How dare you peck my engorged Dunsparce. Then we had to go to, like you have, like, those milestones, like when I was in school, like, your life revolved, like, the way you measured, like, the milestones of your life were, have you done your, like, first, like, communion yet? Have you done your first confession yet? Have you done your confirmation yet? Like, we haven't made each other's acquaintance at all, man. Fuck you. Yes, children do prefer with people their own age. I just realized I should be going to the Pokémon Center. Like, as I say, those were, like, the big milestones in your life. It's like, oh, did you have your first communion yet? Did you have your first confession? First confession is hilarious because, like, first confession is hilarious because, like, you'd be like, oh, you'd be, like, practicing. They'd, like, bring you to, like, practice because it was, like, a big event, you know? It's, like, your family would be there and, like, it was, like, communion is bigger. Like, communion is, like, the real big deal or whatever, like, your first communion. But the, oh, don't do me like that, Poliworld. The, but yeah, like, everyone would just be like, oh, oh, finally it rains and I have no PP for thunder. It's, like, typical, right? What a typical Dunsparce day. But yeah, like, like it was done through school. Like, in primary school, they'd prepare you for your first communion. They'd organize the event, you know. They'd, like, invite, like, you'd be preparing for it for months, like, practicing, going out of school during school time to practice and rehearse or whatever, and you'd be so proud if you got to, if you were allowed to do a reading. I was like, oh, I get to do a reading. I could do the first reading, or I get to do the prayers of the faithful, or whatever. It's like, you'd be so proud. But, like, yeah, you'd be practicing, and, like, in first confession, like, you had to go and, like, because it was an event, like, whether you had something to confess or not, like, you had to confess something, you know? So you'd have to, like, go, you'd have to go up in front of everybody and, like, confess something or whatever, because it was part of the event. It's just so bizarre. And of course you wouldn't really think about it, you'd just be like, yeah, I'll just tell them anything. It's like, oh, I lied to somebody. It's like a big whoop, you know? And then the priest is there going like... And then, of course, some year groups were lucky, like my... Sorry, I need to drink some water. Like, when my older brother had his first confession, or not first confession, when he had his first Holy Communion, he was so, that his year group was so lucky because not just the parish priest was there, the bishop was there, and that's such like an amazing like honor that at your communion the bishop was there. It's just like so strange thinking about it now. Yeah, confession, yeah, that's the thing, like, that's what's so weird about it, is, like, confession normally is private, like, normally you go into the confessional, right, in order to confess, but, like, But like for this, because it was that year group's first confession or whatever, like that's your milestone, then it's like a big deal. Not like on the same scale as communion, because I still think communion is the biggest one, you know. But confirmation is big too. But like confession was still some sort of an event or whatever. Yeah, I think it just all depends on what way you're brought up. Like, I think for me, I was always like a very like headstrong, stubborn kind of child. So, like even though I grew up in that environment, I never really subscribed to it, if you know what I mean, because I was just like, I don't really get it. It's not really important to me, you know. But the thing is, like, you still find that, now not as much, but like it's definitely not as much part of the culture here as it was before, but you still have a lot of people who grew up like with a Catholic upbringing, and even though they're not religious, it's like I think that's the interesting thing about it. There are lots of people here who aren't religious at all, right? But they still, like, their life is framed around that structure, if you know what I mean. So they still want even though they're not religious at all, they still want their kids to have like a baptism and a Holy Communion and things like that. They don't want that to not be part of their life, even if they're not religious at all. So, like, and that's what I mean. I think it's not really a belief, not necessarily that it's not a belief thing. I think it's just like part of the structure of life here, or was for a lot of people. It was just part of the societal structure, rather than being anything, you know, specifically surrounding like something you're choosing to believe in or not, you know. I think that's the way it is, like, in a lot of, like, traditionally Catholic countries. Like, in Spain and Italy, it's the same, you know. It's just, like, it's, like, I don't want to say it's the same, because a lot of, like, secularization is, like, it has been a big thing in these countries, like, definitely in Ireland, like, since the 1990s, especially, and since the 1980s, I suppose, really, like, secularization has started becoming, like, more and more of a thing. The same in Italy and the same in Spain, but they're still like traditionally Catholic countries where, like, even if it's not something people like believe in or like have faith in, it's still like part of the fabric of society to a certain extent. Like, just to like illustrate it, like here in Ireland, like pretty much like 90%, like that number is dropping all the time, but pretty much like 90% of the state schools, like primary schools and secondary schools, like the ones that are like run by the state, not even private ones, but run by the state, are Catholic schools, you know. So you don't really have much choice, like, but to send your child to a school that's of like a Catholic faith, you know. Now, obviously, they don't have to, if they're not like religious children or like being brought up in the Catholic faith, they don't have to take part in those elements, or take part in like the, oh, this is exactly the kind of TM that's going to save my ass in that fight against Morty. The like, obviously those children who aren't growing up in the Catholic faith don't have to like don't have to take part or participate in that, but the schools still officially have like a Catholic ethos or whatever. Where the hell do I go from here? I can't get anywhere in this place. Oh, I forgot. Isn't like this the place you go down from the top? There was a door to the outside in that floor? Really? There was a door to the outside, just like in, like, Tower of the Gods or something? This looks so cool, by the way. This is a sweet-looking lighthouse, the way they have it designed now. Thanks for seeing something that I didn't say, Fury. There's a hole in the wall. Like, I remember being a child, like, and my dad was never religious whatsoever. Like, I think he was probably like me and was just like, well, it's not for me, you know, I don't subscribe to it, let other people do what they want to do, but it's not my kind of thing. And he was like that even when we were growing up. Oh, there! This is what I'm supposed to see? Okay, here we go. Oh, this is so cool. This is like Tower of the Gods. What the hell? I don't remember this at all. I have no recollection of this. But like my mom had grown up, like she grew, like I was explaining, she grew up like with this being like the structure her life was built around, you know, regardless of whether you necessarily like believed it or not, or really consciously had like a really strong faith. It was just like the way your life kind of was structured was around these church events. The parish was extremely important. The priest was like an extremely important person in the community, you know. They were like a leader in the community. And like, so like you're, and as well, like you're talking about rural communities where the only, where people see, where like going to mass is like a social thing, because everyone sees everybody, you know, and then afterwards they all talk afterwards, you know. So it's like it you don't always have to, like, as I say, I'm like, religion doesn't play a role in my life personally whatsoever, but there's a whole lot more to it than just what you believe in, I think, you know. There's like what role it plays in your own, like, in your own community, I guess, you know. And there's something to that, I suppose, if there's like a social aspect to it, then that's something that's worthwhile to some people, and leave them be, you know. I think just the thing that like gets a bad, that the thing that like that you have to like be combative against is belligerence, you know, or like militance in terms of belief, like weaponizing your beliefs or whatever. That's obviously, so that's thankfully something that you don't see here anymore, you know. So like, and it's part of like cultural identity for a lot of people, like you're saying there, Mayo, as well. But yeah, I remember like my mom wanting us to go to mass every Sunday just because that was part of routine, you know. It's just something that you did. And like, I never wanted to. Like, I was always so bored, like so bored. I just never really understood why it was something that I was supposed to find good. So like, I just used to get, and I get bored easily anyway, so it was just not a good thing for me, really. But yeah, as I was saying, I find it weird like how this kind of stuff just gets ingrained in your mind. I've been like stuck on that concept for like a long time now. Like, this is already a week later, but how like certain things just get like completely like indelibly like scratched into your brain, like you can't remove them, you know. It's just crazy. Yeah, and that's it. Like, and the thing is, like, one of the people might not know this, right? But one of like the defining, like one of the like differentiating aspects, like between like Catholicism and other Christian religions, like not all Christian religions, but like one of the defining aspects there is that like technically in the Catholic faith you believe that like the communion bread and wine actually like turn into the body and blood of Jesus Christ or whatever. Like, technically, like, I don't think there are a lot of people now who believe that, right? Don't get me wrong. But, like, technically, like, that was one of the dividing lines between, like, the Catholic and Protestant faiths, was that, like, the Protestant faith recognized, like, the communion bread and wine as being representative or symbolic of it, right? Whereas, like, technically you're supposed to believe in Catholicism that, like, the communion wine and bread actually are transformed into, like, the body and blood of Jesus Christ before you consume them or whatever. Through, like, the, or what, the consecration or whatever, isn't that what it's called? And we were always told, like, it was, like, stressed upon us in school, like, during, like, the consecration, which is, like, the part where that happens. The part where that happens, where they ring the bell as well. Where, like, the priest tells the story, says, when supper was ended, he took the cup again, he gave you thanks and praise, gave him thanks and praise. He said, take this cup and drink from it. It is my blood, the blood of the ever-living Savior, blah. Like, I can recite almost the whole thing. I've heard it so many times. But, like, here's Jasmine, by the way, and the beautiful Ampharos. It's so beautiful, the most handsome Pokemon. But, oh, Amphi. What's it all about, Amphi? Yes, now we have to go. So we didn't find the TM that we need. But yeah, like, where that part where the priest recites, like, the Last Supper or whatever, and then they ring the bell, they go, the altar boys. Like, we were always stressed upon in school. Like, they were like, you are to remain completely silent during this. Like, this is the like, that was, like, stressed upon us as being the most critical point of the entire, like, mass ceremony or whatever. Like, we were told you shouldn't be able to hear a pin drop while this is happening. That's how important it is. Like, that's how I learned that expression, like, you shouldn't be able to hear a pin drop. Because I literally remember that's what my teacher told me when I was 8 years old, before we were going for First Communion, right? Because that's when we make First Communion here. We do First Communion when you're, like, 7 or 8, and then, like, Confirmation when you're 12 or 13. Like, First Confession was something like 9, I think we were, like, 9 years old, if I remember right. But, like, like, that was when I learned that expression, because I remember my teacher when I was in 2nd class, like, stressing upon us, being like, you shouldn't be able to hear a pin drop. Like, that's where I learned that expression, because she was like, you shouldn't hear a pin drop during the consecration. And it's, like, scary stuff, not scary stuff, but it's like, you know, when you're 8, you take that stuff, like, really seriously, because you're like, what the hell is going to happen if I make noise during that or whatever? You're terrified. But yeah, memories. Memories. I can even remember some of the songs that we learned, right? Because we learned, like, there's this one song that I remember we learned. Because they used to teach us these, like, neo-religious songs, you know, which I suppose sounded more hip or whatever, I guess, I don't know. That were, like, and one of them was called, like, Sing It From the Mountains, and it was actually, like, really perky. It was like, sing it from the valleys, sing it from the mountaintops. And then it's, like, the next line was, Jesus came to save us, and his saving never stops. It's like, what a, Jesus, like, who give whoever wrote that one the Nobel Prize, right? But of course we were 8 or whatever age we were, like 10. So of course we thought it was hilarious. We used to, like, dare each other to sing instead of Jesus came to save us, because we'd be there practicing in the church, like, for this event, for this, like, Holy Communion event or whatever. We used to dare each other to sing instead of Jesus came to save us. We used to dare each other to say Jesus came to shave us. Just because it like rhymes, it's just funny. And because it's something that's like slightly discreet, so you could get like if there's like a group of like 30 of you all, like 30 or 50 of you all singing at the same time in the church. It's like you could like get away with it because like they wouldn't be able to hear it or whatever if just a few of you are doing it, but it's still funny because you're still like have the satisfaction of saying something dumb like Jesus came to shave us and his shaving never stops or something like that. What the hell is this fucking tent? What is this? Oh, this is the name rater? No, I'm happy with Dunsparce. Oh my god, all of the things that I remember. Maybe there's a TM in the underground tunnel. Oh no, there's just a bitch. Trying to remember what were some of the other songs that we had. That's definitely the one that I remember the most. Sing it from the valleys. Sing it from the valleys, shout it from the mountaintops. Jesus came to shave us, and his shaving never stops. He is King of Kings, and new life he brings. Sing it from the valleys, shout it from the mountaintops. Whoa, shout it from the mountaintops. Like, it's actually kind of like a fun song. like it's actually like, I can't believe I remember that. Like, I remember, like, I haven't thought of that song in years and years and years, but here I am, I remember the entire thing, even the tune of it. I can't remember the lyrics to shit now, but I remember that song. It's because I like that. Oh my god, look at this. Is he a ride-on? I thought that said Old MacDonald when it said Maniac Donald. I was like, Old MacDonald. It's a cool tune. It's like, shout it from the mountaintops. Whoa, shout it from the mountaintops. It's crazy. That's like the only song I can think of right now. Of course, then like for Christmas, they used to teach us all of the like the old like Christmas carols. Like, God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. What, like, we didn't even know what that meant either. Jesus Christ, our Savior, was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power when we had gone astray. Good tidings of comfort and joy. Comfort and joy? Is it? Again, like, there's like all this like language that like we just didn't really comprehend what it even meant at the time, you know, because we were like, what, 7, 8, 9, 10 or whatever. It's like, I don't know what a good tiding is. All of these words, we didn't know what it meant. We didn't know what a Hosanna is. We're supposed to like sit and talk about Hosanna in the highest. We're like, what the hell? We didn't even know what that meant. To be honest, I can't even remember. I don't even know what that is now. What even is Hosanna? It's probably some other word, like an older word for something else, just like there's Yahushua or whatever. Is that like a little yeah, is that like a little robot Pikachu? I've never like seen that before in my life. Yeah, it is just a good tune. Like, that was always my favorite Christmas carol just because I liked the tune of it. It's like it has a really, really good melody. Can someone look up what a Hosanna is? I don't know what it is. It's just some other thing we learned without knowing what it meant. I feel like it must be like something that like is a different word referring to something else. Like, as well, like, when you think of, like, the Hail Mary prayer, like, Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee, blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus, Holy Mary, Mother of God. Like, all of that stuff we didn't know, like, I didn't know what a womb was. I didn't know what a womb was, and blessed, and that what you're saying is that, like, this person gave birth to, like, Jesus Christ or whatever, but because you're saying that he's the fruit of her womb. It's like, I didn't know that. Like, again, like, just an example of stuff that you don't even know. Oh, that's what it means? Pray save us, Hosanna? Okay. Interesting. And again, we had to learn them in, like, 2 languages. We had to learn them in, like, in English and Irish as well. Bizarre when I think about it. It's just really strange, like to even imagine it. Oh, can I go and get a sexy photo shoot done with my Dunsparce? Like that picture of George Costanza. Can I get Dunsparce a haircut? Well, the Let's Play's over after this, because this is the main goal, getting Dunsparce a sexy haircut and then going for a photo shoot. Dunsparce looks happy. He better look happy. I just spent 300 Poké Dollars on a haircut for this asshole. Oh, Lickitung. I love Lickitung so much. It's so beautiful. I feel like I'm not going to get around, like, having to learn Fire Blast. I feel like that's the only option I'm gonna have here. Oh, I haven't gone into the game corner. Maybe there's a TM in there. I'm not sure what like wonderful TM I'm going to end up finding. Yeah, English is what you'll hear here all the time. Like, nobody really speaks Irish here. Like, not nobody, but like anywhere where you go, if you come and visit, everyone will speak English everywhere. There are like everyone learns Irish in school. Like, we all learn Irish for like the first 18 years of our lives, right? Until we finish school. But because like the way it's taught, now maybe it's got better, but because of like the way it's taught, and because like you have no exposure to it in everyday life, like very few people actually end up effectively learning it. I was able to like speak Irish fluently by the end of school, because I really loved it, right? But I've almost forgotten it because I haven't had any exposure to it really, and haven't spoken it since then, like since I was like 18 or 19. But I would like pick it up very quickly again if I like started practicing it again and started like reading and speaking it again, then I would like remember it, like you do with a lot of languages like that. You know, if I started like learning it, like practicing it again, it would all come back like straight away, I presume. But yeah, there are some areas here, mostly all in the countryside, like in like the remote like west and southwest, like including in Cork there are some areas, right? And also up in like the northwest in Donegal, there are some areas called Gaeltacht areas where Irish is officially like the first language. So where Irish is officially the first language, where it's technically spoken there, like in the home and things like that. And there are also schools that you can go to, like that you can send your kids to, where Irish is spoken in the schools as the first language, and they're actually very popular. So like it is here, like the language is here, like technically it's our official language along with English or whatever. It's just you won't hear it being spoken in everyday life really at all if you come here and visit, for example. So that's kind of probably the best way to say it. Do we learn Fire Blast, or do we just try and like yeet him with thunder? If only we could learn Payback. If we could learn Payback, everything would be so much better, but alas. Wait a second, where do we get the Thief TM? Where do we get the Thief TM? I feel like I should look this up. Is it like TM40 something? TM42 or TM49, I think? No, TM49 is Fury Cutter. It's like, that's the only other thing I can think of here. TM46, almost, if you put it upside down. Oh, Team Rocket's hideout. I'm not going to be there forever. I don't think there's, like, any other TMs that I could have got that I didn't get. Like, I think I pretty much, like, got everything, didn't I? How much money do I have? Do you know what? I might as well get Fire Blast. You know, it's not going to... I can always go back and teach myself Headbutt with the move tutor guy in Ilex Forest again. So I'm not going to be... It's not like I'm going over something that I'm not going to be... That I'm never going to be able to get back again or something like that. I always talk to you and I never mean to. Sorry. He's probably like, finally, a customer wants my protein. Like, not today. I'm still in school. The annoying thing is, like, Morty gives us, like, Shadow Ball. And I'm pretty sure that we can learn Shadow Ball. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, Dunsparce is able to learn Shadow Ball. If I was able to learn that, I'd, like, be able to, like, rinse him. Well, here we are. We're going teaching Fire Blast to a... Can I learn Surf? No. Here we are, we're going teaching Fire Blast to a Dunsparce. You saw it here first, people. Do I go for Headbutt or Glare? I feel like I'm never going to use Glare again, and then at some point later in the game, I'm going to be like, I wish I had Glare. So yeah, I guess I go over Headbutt because I've nothing to lose. I feel like they won't let Dunsparce surf because he'd just be too cool. The man is keeping him down. Well, look, I'm glad that we've, like, run into some sort of, like, I'm glad we've, like, run into some sort of a wall, not a wall here, but a challenge, because as I was saying, I felt like I was, like, being lulled into a false sense of security by this game. So, look, I think we're going to leave it off for there now in this stream, right? So thank you very much for watching, for joining me actually, and for the banter, for the conversation, for the listening, for the commenting, for the help, for everything. While we've been like on our Dunsparce journey here, I really appreciate it. So yeah, I guess like I guess we have a plan, right? Because in our next part, we're just going to be taking on Morty. So that's pretty much what our plan is going to be, I guess. To get with our newly acquired Fire Blast. So, again, thank you for being here. I don't know when I'll get the chance to stream next, but yeah, see you then. Bye now, and have a good weekend, and happy birthday, Austin.